There we go. Okay, we are recording. Okay, so welcome in everybody. Big group tonight. Love it. Excited. So who's excited about August Madness? Who's in on August Madness? Is there anybody on here that's not doing August Madness? No? Everybody's in, right?
Yep.
Everybody's in.
Hi.
Yep.
Yes?
Everyone's doing it.
Of course. Everybody on this call is all in.
Just try it once.
Did you see my?
The ones that aren't doing August Madness are not on the call, so we know. Okay. So we want to talk about that tonight. What to expect, what's it all about, what's it for, what's it going to do for us. We're going to answer any questions, kind of do a systems check. If you guys that have been on it, so we've had 2 lives, right? Jamil yesterday, Karen Elstrom today. Karen was fantastic.
Amazing.
But we've had 3 challenges already, right? So the first challenge, hopefully everybody did that. And I mean, when you think about it, there's 195 people in that group, right? And not all of them were on the lives. We understand, you know, some of you work, especially you East Coasters. If you work 9 o'clock in the morning, we understand you can't be live, but you can always catch it later that evening or the next morning when you get up early. Do it in your morning. You know, do yesterday's, do like Karen's, do that tomorrow morning when you get up morning from 6 to 7 or whenever you can do it. Whatever works for your schedule. But the thing is, like, it's important to be on the lives because that's where you're going to get the mindset stuff. There's a lot of great value in all of those. He's going to have all kinds of different leaders come on there and share. But the most important thing in these madness groups is to be involved in the group. What's being posted on the group. You want to make sure that you've bookmarked that or marked it so that you get all notifications of that group. So not just the highlights, but all posts that come out of that group, you get a notification on that group. I just want to try and go in there real quick and just kind of see. Did everybody do their goals?
Yes.
Their goals?
Yes.
Okay, so the first action step was to do your goals. Okay, 6-month, 12-month goals in relationship to your body goals, mind goals, finance goals, relationship goals, and cleaning up bad habits. So hopefully you've all done that. And we want to be accountable, so we want to put it in the group. You can just type it in the group in the comments, or you can also, you know, write it down on a piece of paper, take a picture, and post a picture in there. We want to be accountable. So I saw quite a few in there. There was 4 or 5 when last time I looked. But that's really important to do those steps. Now, we also posted right from the beginning, and he always does that, is the before and after pictures. Have you guys seen those? Okay. So those before and after pictures, those are everybody that's in the group. And so it also, we can utilize those because a lot of those people are people you're going to know. Maybe if you were at a convention, you took a selfie with someone. It's always cool to put a picture of you and the person when you do their before and after story. If you don't have it, it's no big deal. But that's why those stories are in there. They're in there with a picture and their story. And it's for you guys to utilize on your, share their story on your feed before and after. I'm sure he's going to, usually he will say start sharing at least one before and after every day. So that's where you're going to go to be able to get those in the comments and in that section. Then the second goal, or the challenge number 2, what was challenge number 2? Who knows what challenge number 2 was? Anybody?
Challenge number 2 was to share something that you wanted to give up.
Right.
As well as to, oh, yeah,
And you share, everybody shared that on their wall. Has everybody shared what they're giving up on their wall?
Yep.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. And then there was a second part to that challenge too. What else were we supposed to do?
A live video. Live Facebook video.
No, that was today. That was today's.
Send a video to somebody you appreciate.
Yeah, that's today's. That's challenge number 3. There was still stuff to do with challenge number 2.
Decide to commit daily consistency to do the action to achieve those goals. And thank you for being alive today. long.
Okay, let me see if I want to, I don't know why I can't find them in here.
Now, also, I posted in the group something about lists, guys.
Oh, that's right. The hundreds and the 50s list.
Those are
Yes.
really, really important. And if you need some clarification on how to create that list, we can talk about that here. That's really important.
Yes, the list. So you want to create 100 list of the 100 people you want to reach out to this month. Those are people that, you just want to start an authentic conversation with. It doesn't necessarily have to be about health. It can be. It's totally up to you how you want to approach that person. But the most important thing is to make that list and approach those people. Now, these could be people that are interacting on your feed, that are liking your posts, that you haven't reached out to, you haven't connected with, or it could just be anybody that's on your heart. You can go through your friends list on Facebook, and it doesn't matter. You just create that hundreds list.
And go through your phone, too. There's going to be people on there that you probably haven't connected to in a long time. And like Donald said, you're not reaching out to them and going, hey, I'm the health coach. But maybe you're reaching out and say, hey, it's been a long time since we connected. I saw your pictures. You were in Hawaii. How was your trip? You're just starting a conversation. That's it. But that list is important because it's intentional. And you're touching that list every day. So that hundreds list is really important.
Can I say something? I am overloaded already. It's day 3.
Yeah, we were gonna talk a little bit about that too, about being overwhelmed. We'll touch base on that, and we get that. It's okay. You're gonna feel a little overwhelmed, and it's gonna help us to really focus on being in structure, and just realize that you just do the best that you can. Do everything that you can do. Anything you do is probably more than you were doing before, because this is all stuff stepping out of our comfort zone. So you definitely want to create those lists. There was a list of 100 people, and there's also a list of 50 people that you want to reach out to for the coaching opportunity. This could be people that you worked with in the past. They could be really close friends. As some of you saw that we're at convention, we were there with people that we've known our whole lives. And how cool is it that we're building this empire together? People we've known since high school. Wendy I've known since 3rd grade. It was really cool to just be there with these people. So people, you've known your whole lives, you have an opportunity to really impact their lives. So you definitely want to reach out and do that. So create that list of 50.
I'm going to jump in for a second. What you can do with that hundreds list is take 50 and just put a little star next to 50 people within that hundreds list. And if it seems a little bit overwhelming, just go to you can even go to Facebook friends and write all those people down, because probably you haven't connected to them. And that can be a start. If it seems overwhelming, like going in your phone, if you just need something really simple, you can do it that way too. And we can help you. Like if it seems overwhelming, we can
And it's not just that though. I mean, it's everything. There's like, oh, watch this, do that, do this, do that, do that. And then I don't like reading all those steps. I get like flustered with all the steps. So I print it out. I screenshot what he says, what the steps are, and I print it out because I'm like, otherwise I'm like, but it's just.
That's awesome. I love that.
So Kelly, I love that you printed that out. If that was something, because I know you work on your business every day. If that was just what you did every day, you had that printout and you just checked it off and that was what you did for the day, would that still overwhelm you?
Well, yeah, if it was every single day, a whole nother one of these. Yeah, and it gets harder every day. And it gets harder every day. I haven't even finished this one or this one, so I'm behind.
Okay, and I'll be honest, I'm behind. I haven't completed all my lists. I did get a special gratitude thank you, so thank you to the person that did that to me today. But I haven't done my 3 yet either, and I need to do my 3 today also. I already know who I'm going to do. It's just a matter of doing it. It takes 3 minutes. 3 minutes, okay? So one of the things you'll always hear him say is, let's not take too long to do things that don't take that long, okay? Sometimes we want to overthink things. And this is not about thinking about stuff. This is about doing stuff. Okay, just do it. It doesn't have to be perfect. It's just a matter of doing the work. He said that today. He just posted a little bit ago. He just posted something. Work. Do it anyway. Your goals do not care how you feel. So it's just a matter of doing it the best you can. Don't beat yourself up. Don't feel guilty. Maybe some of you need to give up feeling guilty this month. Maybe that's something to give up. Don't feel guilty. Don't worry. Just do the work. And if you do half the work that he outlines in this, you'll be, killing it. Because the thing is, if you do this, if you go all in on this and you do this month, you're going to have amazing results. You're going to see your business grow exponentially. And it might not be in August. It might not necessarily grow huge by leaps and bounds in August. What's going to happen is it's going to start to build momentum. And in September, then you're going to get used to these habits of doing these kinds of things. You're going to get out of your comfort zone. I just heard Terry share as we started this call that she did her Facebook Live today and was really uncomfortable. That's okay. The first time I did a Facebook Live, it was really weird, because I did it out on the trail and I'm walking and I'm holding my phone out like this and I'm talking into my phone, walking down this trail with people walking by me and everything. And it was kind of strange. Now it's like second nature. I do those walk talks every day and it doesn't bother me anymore because I'm used to it. It's a habit. So all these things become habits. Making lists will become a habit. Sending the message will become a habit. And so today is kind of a cool day. Sending these gratitude messages, these video messages, are really awesome. We did it last time, and it was really cool. So those are the things.
This is Monique. I was going to add that I did mine. I did mine today, and I sent it to someone. I just did it as I was walking because I thought, well, let me just try to do one, and they were really surprised and really appreciative to receive it. I didn't know how they were going to receive it, but I just said, let me just go ahead and do one today and see how it goes. And it was a lot easier than I thought, and a good way to tell someone that you're thinking of them or that you appreciate them.
Yes, it's very cool.
Donald, I want to piggyback off what you said. I thought that was great, especially for you, Kelly, for all of us. I think the key is we always.
What happened? Did you cut out? Did she freeze?
Froze.
I think she froze. Okay, so how's everybody doing? Is everybody enjoying the madness so far? Wendy, how's it going?
It is a little overwhelming.
Yes. It's overwhelming for all of us, just so you know. I've been a coach for 2 years. I'm all in. Joy too. She's been a coach for, this is probably her third or fourth madness that we've done. It's my, I think it's only my second that I've done, maybe third. But it is overwhelming. But it's really cool to challenge ourselves because the bottom line is goals today that are so big. I'm not even the person that's capable of achieving those goals. I have to grow into the person that's capable of achieving some of the goals I have for myself. And the way I'm going to grow is when I push myself and I do things. And the bottom line with this is I love what Kelly gave up this month. Does everybody know one of the things Kelly gave up this month? Why don't you share with us? What was one of the things you gave up?
I won't say I can't.
Right. I won't say I can't. Last madness, she gave up saying I'm sorry. This one she's giving up saying I can't.
I was always like, Donald, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Donald. And he's like, stop. Hey, I'm sorry. It works. I gave it up. I don't say it anymore.
You don't, right? And so that's the other thing. As we do these things through this madness, it's going to carry it through to our life. This isn't stuff, a lot of times when we give up stuff like this, hopefully it sticks. One of the things I gave up popcorn, I know I'm not going to give that up forever. I'm going to give that for this month. But
That's
some
a
of the
wussy
things.
one.
What's that?
That's a wussy one. Unless
It's
it's a
not
real
for me.
problem.
If you knew how much
Okay.
popcorn I ate, you wouldn't say
Let's
that.
hear it. Let's hear it, because we know what alcohol does to people. What does popcorn do?
It's not.
I'm kidding.
It's because popcorn's not bad. It's not the worst snack you can have. I mean, Optavia sells popcorn, so of course, it's like this much. And that's the problem, is I don't just have a couple bites of popcorn. If I make a bag of microwave popcorn, I eat the whole thing, like picking out the last of it at the kernels. And so it's just, it's something that, I don't have control over. I can't stop
Okay.
eating it. So I'm just going to give it up for this month.
So bag of popcorn.
Bags of popcorn, yes.
Bags of popcorn.
Sometimes
They should-
twice, sometimes 2 in a day.
They should sell just the half popped ones only. Those are the best.
Yeah, the popcorn, 60 grams of fat for one bag. So I think like whatever someone's giving up, that is, honor that. That, it can be, a big deal.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, so it's really cool. So hopefully that's going to grow. I also gave up hitting snooze. That was what I did on my live today. When I first started this program, I didn't hit snooze. I was like so much energy. I was like beating my alarm up. And you know what? I got kind of complacent. And now, I have a time I want to get up every morning. And I have a call usually at 5:30 every day during the week, an accountability call. And I used to get up at 5 and do a few things a little bit before the call. And now I hit snooze and get up at like 5:20, 5:25. And it's not serving me well. And so I'm giving up hitting snooze. That when I make a decision to set my alarm for a certain time the next morning, I'm getting up at that time. And I gave up complaining this month, which can be tough. I have a 14-year-old and a 12-year-old daughter that I live with. And so I'm giving up complaining. That's a stretch. So, all these things are to help us grow and become better. That's what this whole series is about. So whatever you do, however you participate, it doesn't really matter. You're not failing. I don't want anybody to ever feel like they're failing. Oh, I'm so far behind. And give up. Don't give up. That's the only thing. The only way you can fail at this madness is to quit and just give up and say, you know what? Just keep going. Just keep plugging along. Just keep doing it. Every day you're in the game. Watch the lives. If you can hop on live, that's the best. Because it is harder to go back and watch, I'll be honest. But like I said, for you that are on the East Coast and it's 9 o'clock in the morning and you're at work, just when you get up in the morning, you just watch the live from the day before at your 6 o'clock or 5 o'clock or whenever you can watch it. Yeah, Deb, do you have a question?
Well, I just have a comment. Oh, did you say Debbie?
Yeah, Deb, go ahead.
Sorry.
Okay.
Sorry.
Because did you guys see mine? I'm not interrupting.
I didn't see yours yet. I haven't had a chance to
I had to go there. I had to go there. Oh, you should watch it. Well, to Kelly's point, I just wanted to let you know that, Kelly, it gets easier. I feel like the first few days are a lot. I do think it kind of, it builds on, the things build on top of each other, but it does seem to get easier. Just stay engaged. And I will say it's how I got to ED as March Madness. So my goal is to, hit another level this time around. So, if you stick with it and one thing at a time, right? Just don't get overwhelmed. Do what you can. I don't want to say don't do everything because you should do everything, but you don't have to, and you'll still get a lot out of it. So stick with it. It gets easier. That's my 2 cents.
I have something.
Yes, Jeanette.
So I have something for Kelly too, or anybody who feels overwhelmed. If you listen to my my live, procrastination really is about being overwhelmed, and when you push things off, it gives you a little relief because it's too much. So on the Blanchard training that we had, or I was in yesterday, I guess, they talked about doing things in 10-minute or 20-minute or 30-minute blocks, and that's all you do for the 10 minutes. That is it. So if you just took each step every day of what we're supposed to do and just take 10 minutes for each one, and don't do it in a row, maybe do 2 in a row and stop. Go do something else, go take a walk, go make your bed, go clean your house, and then come back to it. Then you're at least touching everything. You're not over, and you're getting a lot done in that 10 minutes. And it's not taking you an hour to do what 10 minutes takes, because you're really focused and intentional on that one thing. And then it's not so overwhelming, which is a huge thing I have to learn, and which is why I made that my giving up thing is procrastination. But now I have a tool on how to handle it and how to do things, how to get things done. Because I don't get things done, and I get stressed over stuff for hours and days and weeks and months instead of just doing it. And you're like, oh God, that was easy. I should have just done it. But we don't do it. So because we think it's this massive project. So just take 10 minutes, do one each step, not more than 2 in a row. And then you build up to 30 minutes, but never more than 30 minutes on one thing. Because our brain's everywhere. Our brain will go everywhere. You shut everything off. You do it for 10 minutes. Just start
A
there.
few minutes a day of structure, I know, is so good.
Yes.
I've done it. I did it before. I know it's really, really works. But me making myself structured is the hard part.
But just sit down. Just
Yeah,
put it in your calendar. Just
Yeah.
sit down
I
for
need
10
to.
minutes.
It's summer. I'm all summer.
So who cares? It's summer. Summer's is what's gonna blow up fall, because fall's gonna come and it's like, oh, it's gorgeous. It's fall. I can't do it. Like there's, oh, it's Christmas. I can't do it. There's always gonna be a reason.
Those seasons
Love
are.
the yellow nails though.
Hey,
I do love the nails. Okay. That's all I have to say.
Awesome. So who's been
Watch
through
my
Madness
life.
before? It was obviously Joy and I.
I did. This is my
Jeanette,
third one with you, Dawn. You've
Wendy.
done 3. Because you did October, you did March, and now it's August.
Yeah.
So you've done 3. This is your third. If you,
Yeah.
it's not 2. It's you were on
Yeah.
that one.
Yeah.
I started both those too, and I don't think I know I didn't finish either of them. I know I did one of them.
You didn't finish the assignments, or you didn't go all the way through till the end.
Didn't finish. Yeah, I didn't go to the end. I fizzled out quick.
Then you know what? That you're feeling overwhelmed. I think I would focus on finishing number 1 and number 2. Each thing they give us every day, just give yourself 10 minutes only to do it, and you can't finish it. Do not finish it. Just do 10 minutes of it and stop.
That's
And
really
like,
good.
I only have 10 minutes. Finish it. And because they were even saying for people who won't go to the gym, like me, so he's speaking to me probably, if you had an hour workout, leave it 20 minutes or leave it 30 or leave it 40 and be like wanting to get back in the next day. Leave the gym. So, or like, I'm going to go for an hour. No, you're not going to go for an hour because you're not going. Go for 10 minutes, go for 20 minutes, go for 30 minutes, and then leave. And then you'll want to go again the next day because it's only 10 minutes.
I love
That's a
that.
Blanchard nugget. So guys, seriously, that's how I'm going to do this. So do everything. So don't not do everything. I'm going to tell you, you do everything. But do 10 minutes of it.
Well,
And stop.
what's important is as you do this, you are going to grow as a person. And so the things that you're not capable of doing this time, guess what? Next time, that's going to be easy. And there's going to be other things that are going to challenge you.
Yeah.
Couldn't listen to anybody talk for 10 minutes. And now she's commenting after the whole talk's done. Oh my God, that was so good. She like stayed on the whole time. And, you know, maybe she went in and out and listened, but, you know, she was on it. And she couldn't even do that before. And she was not going to do that. Oh, I can't do that. That was back in her can't days when she was still using the word I can't. But she used to say all the time, oh, I can't do that. I can't do that. And so we just train ourselves to learn how to do these things. And we get, it just becomes habits. You know, we form habits, you know. I'll be honest, I walk 4 miles pretty much every day, but every day I wake up and go,
Okay, so let's go.
I don't have to walk today. I do it every day. Won't be a big deal if I skip today. And I have that conversation with my head every morning. It tells me the same stuff. Every day there's some little inside my head that says, you don't have to today. Don't worry about it. No big deal. But I still, you know, I do my very best to get out there every day. And there have been days I've missed. And I don't have as good a day when I do. Unfortunately, it's become a very strong habit in me. And so all this other stuff will too. So we've got our list for the 30, and we're going to do 3 videos a day. Also, they talked about changing your profile picture to before and after. That's I would suggest it, especially if you're a newer coach. Put a before and after. It doesn't even have to be yours. If you want to show someone else's, I would. For me, I'm not going to change mine to a before and after. I've branded myself for the last years. People know my before and after. I like my profile picture that I have. And so I've also heard not to change the profile picture a whole lot. You change your background picture too. You know, what do they call that? I forget what they call that one behind your profile picture.
Donald, I agree about the profile picture, but I did change that other picture, the background.
Right.
And it's always an inside joke, guys, because I post my before and after and I'll get like 5 likes. Okay, I'm over it. I get it. I don't get a lot of likes. This time I got 8. But they're people I didn't know. so, you know, even though like Donald and I have branded ourselves for a while, and I agree about the little profile shot, but that back picture, you can throw a before and after, throw your before and after, because there are people on your feed that weren't there a month ago. So
Hey,
I got 8.
Joy or Donald,
Got 300, I got 8.
Yes, Ann.
when you use someone else's, do you have to get written permission from them or
No.
verbal permission or?
I wouldn't use someone else's, I'll be honest with you.
No, you mean just to post on your feed?
Yeah, just to post on your feed.
Oh,
Yeah, no, when you post all those pictures, that's why they're there in the comments. That's why everybody put them in there. Everybody that's in there is a coach. The only thing to make sure the picture has the compliance statement on it,
The new one.
the new one. Most of them should.
Okay.
Because you can always add it on there if you need to. But no, all those stories and all those pictures are for you to use.
Okay.
And so
The stories of transformation stuff.
No, there's a thread in August Madness with everybody's
that
before and after pictures. And if you haven't done your story and put your before and after in there, you want to do that. So,
I think there's 186.
186 right now. So, but just look at that. Think of that. There's 795 people in this madness. Now, granted, there's some coaches that are brand new. They might not even have a before and after. So they just be jumping in. But I guarantee you a lot more than 186 have before and afters and a story. And so not everybody has.
There's that many on the boot camp? You got that number? 795?
That's how many are members of the group, yeah.
Oh, but not on the camp. Oh, okay. But I'm just curious how many have been on. Okay.
Well, it's hard to tell how many are on. We used to be able to tell because it was all on one thing, but now they do Facebook Live, they have the Zoom, so people are on different formats.
Yeah.
But it will thin out over time because people will quit. They'll give up. And really what you're giving up on is you're giving up on yourself. You know, that's what this thing's all about. This whole business is based on personal development. Your business will never outgrow you. If Jamil handed you his business right now today as an integrated presidential director, within 6 months, it'd be right back to the level you're at right now. Because you're not the type of person that could handle a business like that. And neither was he when he started. So he grew into the type of person that could handle a business like that. And all of us will. You know, I'm at a certain point in my business. Joy's at a certain point in her business. And that's because that's what we've grown into. And you know what? We can grow into those areas, and then we can kind of become stagnant and not push ourselves. And we get comfortable. And it's easy to do that. And then all of a sudden you realize you're not really growing. And the reason why, it's because you're not focusing on the things you need to do in your personal development to grow past that. And it's easy to get, like I said, complacent. So for those of you guys who are new, this is a great opportunity to really push yourselves and really grow. If you're not an ED, this is a very good opportunity to go from wherever you're at to ED in a very short period of time. It's almost guaranteed. If you follow the action steps that are outlined in Madness, you're going to be ED by the end of next month. Maybe not by the end of August, but by the end of September, it's almost guaranteed. And the other ones that are EDs on here, there's a really good chance, you know, you can get to FIBIC. And that's what happened with me, you know, after convention. I had no senior coaches, and I went from ED to FIBIC in about 3 months. And you can do that. Have that sponsoring mindset. So what else?
Donald,
Yes.
Donald, we just have to say it is happening. Do the steps to get there. Like, I'm going to be FIBIC, and I'm going on that trip. God damn it. Just saying.
Yeah, yes. And that's what I was going to ask. Donald, for the November summit, I was going to look it up. Is it 1 or 2 senior coach lines? It's
Well,
one.
all you have to do is be blended ED.
Okay,
Blended
you
ED.
guys, that summit is going to be amazing. You have all the leaders sharing in a very small, intimate setting, very different than convention, and it's in Phoenix. It's a really cool drive for people that are on the West Coast. So if you have any questions about how to get there, what you need to do, how to qualify, let's chat about that, because as you qualify for that event, that really springboards you for the incentive trip.
Yes. If you qualify, if you focus on qualifying for Summit, there's a really good chance you will qualify for the ILAT trip, the International Leadership Advancement trip. Now, all it is for Summit is blended ED. So that's ED with one senior coach line. That's it. And you have to have that 2 months in a row. You have July, August, September, October to qualify. So if you qualified as an ED in July, you have to maintain it for 2 months in a row. And if you qualify in October for the first month, then you only need the 1 month. If October is your first month. Yes, Deb. Do you have a question?
Yes, I do. Is there, sorry, there's a lot of noise on my end.
Let me see.
Somebody needs to mute. Yeah.
Let me see. I'll try and mute some people and see.
I think it was Mark. Sorry, Mark.
I'm listening. I'm here.
Yeah, hold on.
I got like a thing that said something about him making noise.
Yeah, I got it.
Anyway, my question is, does the summit run the risk of selling out? Like when do we get to
I
sign
don't
up?
think so. I think they made it big enough to whoever qualifies can go.
Okay. Is it just for a region of the country, or is it for the whole country?
They already have the venue. I don't know how big the venue is or how many they're planning on having, because it is open to the entire.
Yes, it's for everyone, Debbie. Everyone can qualify for this.
Yes.
Carol Hicks.
I feel like it could be big.
Dan Valentine. You have our team. You have so many leaders speaking. I think this is like, I'm excited for this. Like, I love convention, don't get me wrong, and this convention was amazing. But these smaller, intimate groups are so cool because you can have a little bit more private time with some of these leaders. And this is achievable for everyone on this call, guys. So Donald, do we want to talk first to people that are not senior coach, and then we can talk about, what it looks like if we're ED? Like, all the new coaches that are not senior coach, do you have any questions on what you need to do to qualify for this or what it is?
This is Monique. I had a question. I thought you said that you have to have one senior coach on your team, or do you have to be a senior coach?
No, you have to be an ED with one senior coach on your team. So basically, to be ED and have a senior coach, you need 4,800 in frontline volume, and one coach who has 1,200 in frontline volume and 5 ordering entities. That's our senior coach is a coach who has 5 ordering entities and 1,200 in volume. That qualifies them as a senior coach. You have one of those on your team, and you have at least 4,800 in frontline volume, and you are what they would consider a blended ED. And you qualify.
Gotcha. To me, it just seems like it would be hard. I know you said it's doable, but hard to have, if you have no coaches now, to have someone become a senior coach in like 2 months, right?
Okay, so just so you know, like last month, I've been FIBIC, fully integrated business coach, almost a year. In that year, I've had several senior coaches come on. Come on, go off. I had 7 senior coach lines last month. This month, I had 4 that was going to happen. And I didn't have another senior coach. So I was going to basically lose a trip, lose integrated, all of that. And I had one of my new coaches go to convention with 1 client and come home and in 3 days bring on 4 clients and hit senior coach. So he did it in 3 days. So creating a senior coach, you can do it. It doesn't take that much. Plug them into the system. It's all about having a sponsoring mindset and offering coaching to everybody you talk to. Creating a senior coach is not that challenging. All you gotta do is, like my wrist says, find good people.
How about your dentist? People. Your dentist could do it in a week.
Yeah, it's not as challenging as you think. Now you do have to maintain that for 2 months. So you do have to maintain blended ED for 2 months, unless October is your first month as a blended ED. If October is your first month as a blended ED, you still qualify. You don't have to have 2 months in a row.
And I'm just going to pop in here. I'll be honest with you. Your map, guys. Your map is your business plan for those coaches. So if I would love to, if we need to do some three-way calls, help with the map, do the map. Monique, I know that you had your girlfriend that owns that boutique. You know, that map is a great way to really kind of focus on those clients that are integrated. And then we just start layering on them, not calling them up going, you should be a coach, but you're on their fee. Maybe you're, you know, a lot of times, guys, post in Journey to Health. I posted a stupid thing today about fuelings, okay? Because I have so many people in there that are not clients. I want them to see me active. This is way of layering, and that gets people attracted to what you're doing. So please, guys, if I can stress, if you're senior coach or above, let's do your map. I'll jump on whomever your mentor coach, but that's a great way to really kind of put your arms around, I'm going to qualify for the summit, and that gets me to the incentive trip.
Monique, I know you can.
So what's one of those lists we did today, right? We completed a list of 50 people we're going to approach about coaching opportunity, right? So that's I plus Q equals A, right? That's identify, qualify, and approach. So we're going to identify coaching partners, 50 of them. We made a list, 50 people that we're going to approach a coaching opportunity. If you approach 50 people this month and offer them coaching, maybe 25 will ignore the message. Maybe out of those 25 that see the message, 15 will respond. Out of those 15, maybe 10 will be interested in talking about the coaching opportunity, and out of those 10, maybe 3 will jump on.
So let's back up a little bit, because I know, and I'm sorry if I'm putting words in people's mouths, but as a new coach, to hear 50 to me does seem like a big number. Okay, I'm going to just put that out there. So if it's right now, you can come up with 10, put 10 down, because again, if it's 50 and you're like, oh my gosh, and the way we approach it's not like, hey, you want to be a coach? It's kind of what I did with Debbie and Jeanette. Man, I think they're fabulous. I want to build a business with them. And I just say, you know what, Jeanette, we've been, you know, and I forget how I did it, Jeanette, but basically it was, we worked on Rampage together. You have incredible work ethic. I adore you. People adore you. You work hard. I think you'd be amazing at what I do. Would you love to explore that? And that is it. We can help you with that verbiage, but it's very, very simple. And we send them a little video, and your mentor coach will jump on and do the conversation. So, but that is, and like Donald said, every day, if you could even approach one person from your heart like that every day, that momentum and consistency starts building. But I know for you know, if you're not a senior coach, it's kind of like, what do I do? Please lean on us. If your mentor coach is busy, we have an amazing team here that will support. I'm here, Donald's here, Jeanette, Paulina, Kelly, we're all here. So please don't get a little scared of those big numbers of 150. Do what you can. Please just
don't worry too. I think a lot of times when people are new, they're like, well, I can't bring on a coach. I just started coaching. How am I going to support a coach? I'm barely even able to support my clients. It's like, I can't support a coach. Don't worry about it. You're not going to support your coach. Your mentor coaches are going to support your coaches. If you saw at the beginning of the call, I was talking with Paulina about her coach, RJ, Robert. Okay. And I was supporting Robert today. And Paulina, you know, she's busy. She's got a full-time job. So we jump in, you know, join our full-time health coaches. So we jump in, and if we don't have time, we have amazing coaches that we work with, that we partner with, that can jump in and help. We coach as a big family, so don't worry about mentoring your coaches. We're going to mentor them with you, and that's how you're going to learn. Just like when you first did health assessments, we jumped in and did the health assessments for you, so you learned how to do a health assessment. Same thing with your coaches. When you bring on coaches, we're going to mentor your coaches so that you learn how to do it. Plus, we have a checklist. Just like we have a client checklist, we have a coach checklist. We're going to give you that. And you make sure we're doing all these things and all these steps. And the most important thing is to get them integrated into our community. I'll be honest. If you're not on trainings, you're not going to build this business. That's just the bottom line. If you're not integrated into this community, you're not part of the trainings, you're not listening to the daily action steps, things to do, you're not listening to the people that build huge businesses with Optavia, you're not going to build a huge business with Optavia. It's not going to happen. And so if somebody's not getting on trainings and not doing the work, they're kind of a waste of time for you. I'll be honest. I don't put a lot of time in people if they're not willing to do the work themselves. But the ones that are, man, we are all in with them, and we will run with them. Did you have something, Jeanette?
Yeah. Something else from the Blanchard thing that they said was when even the 3x3x3 is too much for somebody new, do a 1x1x1. It's okay. Just to Joy's point of don't be overwhelmed by that list that it's so big. Take it down for you that you'll do it. What is not overwhelming, but at least do something from it. So they were cool with 1x1x1. I was like, oh, okay. Like when it's so overwhelming and you want to start smaller. I have a lot of coaches of mine aren't on here because they're overwhelmed. They're not ready for this is too much for them. So and now I know to be able to say to them, take it to the very basic, just touch it.
Mm-hmm.
If somebody is brand new coach and they're not really big on social media, I mean, they're on there, they have 300 or 400 friends, and they post once every 3 months or once every 3 weeks, telling someone to post 3 times a day, it's gonna freak them out. They go, what do I post 3 times a day? How do I post 3 times a day? Don't worry about it, just post once, you know? And it's really simple. You went golfing with your son today? Awesome. Post a picture of you guys playing golf, spending time with my son today. Simple. You know, you see something you're passionate about, make it your own. Don't share other posts. Don't, make everything authentically you. You know, you can copy pictures and paste them into your feed. You can take quotes and make them your own. Whatever, things you're passionate about, things that, you feel strongly about. Jeanette posts a lot about dogs. She's passionate about helping dogs. And she has a lot of people that are passionate about that. I imagine she has quite a few clients that she's gotten through their love of dogs.
Yep. Find something you love. I have 2 groups that have thousands of people in them. And that's as Joy calls it, my base. It is. And it's because I love it though. Like I post because I was posting before Optavia. This just gave me a reason I'm like, oh, now it has a value. It's actually helping my business. Before I was just posting like crazy. My older sister would say, stop posting so much. People are just going to stop like looking at what you post. So obviously I don't listen to that. And now it's like people watch at different times. You have to post at different times. So.
And people love it. I didn't really know what was going on in Wendy's life before. Now I'm loving watching Luke over there playing rugby, man. This is really cool. I'm seeing his whole trip, and it's like I'm getting to enjoy that trip with him. And it's awesome. People love that, It's really cool. So it's great to put yourself out there. And we're creating lives that others, want to be a part of or want to know how we're doing all this stuff, posting pictures from convention and everything and having an amazing time with everyone. People need community in their lives and they see us in this amazing community. They want to be part of that, This is a program of attraction, not really promotion. We want to attract people to the lifestyles that we have and the things that we get to do.
They really do look at how much fun we have together. Everybody comments on that. I can't tell you how many posts not posts, but comments I get from, oh my God, it looked like you had so much fun at convention. Yeah, we did. And then how about the cruise? Because they said, please post, and we did. And people are like, wow, I want to coach. Like if that, they want to see what it is. And this really is what we do. And it really is fun. Like if there's no false advertising, I have a blast. I have a blast doing all this. And I love all you guys. And it's so fun to hang out with you. Like you guys are my new family. And so they see that. They can feel it in our posts. They can see it. And it's authentic. Like we are having a good time. Joy with her dancing and singing. Remember? We were like ladies, remember? We're having a good, okay, never mind.
Can I ask a question, just going back to something that you said about posting in the actual journey to health? So say you have clients that you've put there or potential clients, you've done the health assessments, you've added them to the group. What types of things would you recommend posting there that would make them pull the trigger to sign up? You know what I mean? And have you as their coach.
I would do it there.
Oh, because I thought someone said
yes,
you posted
yes. I think it's really important because we have so many clients in there that we did health assessments with that are not jumped on, right? So
yeah, that's what I'm talking
about. I like to be present. I try to comment a lot on especially clients that are excited and post before and afters. I love to celebrate them. I like to post lean and greens. I posted in there Dr. A and said, you guys, this is the man that co-founded our company. He's so exciting. Anything that's going to bring value, your name is going to keep coming up. They're going to go, wow, she's really invested. She loves what she does. She believes in what she's doing. I'm branding myself so people see that I'm committed. I talk a lot about what coaching has done for my family. I was in Laguna Beach on a Monday. I talked about that. Tomorrow I'm going to talk about I was at the stables with my daughter on a Tuesday. I talk a lot about what coaching has done for me from a financial standpoint, not necessarily how much money, but the time freedom. So now I'm starting to also do that a little bit in Journey to Health, because I want those people to see me in there. Also, guys, post in Growing to Senior Coach. You guys are leaders. Post in there. If you have a text from a client or something that did well for you or worked for you, or just a positive, like affirmation, throw it in Growing to Senior Coach, because your other coaches that maybe you're not on this call will start seeing you being active. You start becoming a leader. That's very, very attractive. So, yeah. So I actually, one of my not a client yet, private messaged me about the bar that I posted, and she's going to jump on. She's like, you know what, Joy, right? I don't know if she would have called me or jumped on if I didn't post that, funny picture with those bars. And it was true. I found them in my cabinet. I freaked out because I'm out of bars. I was really excited.
They were your coconut curry bars?
Oh man, I love those things. But just, you know what it is, guys? It's branding. And I learned this, actually, I thought was really, really interesting from Doug Wood, when he talked about brand yourself in your client support, brand yourself in your coaching group too. You're just putting it out there. It's showing people you are serious about your business. You are committed to your business. You are not going anyplace, and you're building an empire. That's really attractive to people.
One of the really great things to post in the client support group is non-scale victories. As you have things that happen to you that have nothing to do with weight loss, those are great things to post in there. People love to see those victories. Whatever it is, for some of the larger people, going on a plane and not having to use like an extended seatbelt, those were huge, and they were posting on there the first time they used a regular seatbelt, or got on a ride at an amusement park, or got off their blood pressure medication, got off their cholesterol medication. They're posting in there those kind of victories. If you had joint problems or something, or back problems, all of a sudden those start to go away, or you were breathing heavy when you went upstairs and that's not happening anymore. Share all those victories, those non-scale victories in there, and give people hope that may be struggling in those areas. All kinds of stuff like that is awesome.
Well, my client is doing extremely well, and she's like, I'm not ready to coach. I'm like, no worries. I just love on her. I love this woman. She posted in Journey to Health, and then at the bottom, I did a whole thing about how much I love partnering with her. It's all authentic, but I wanted all those people that are not jumped on yet to see that I do love to partner with them. I do share their victories. I'm so excited when they feel better. Again, branding myself as being empathetic, which I am. So the branding is, I get a lot of private messages, and I think it's just my consistency of branding myself. So that's I think a big one.
Thanks for posting.
I didn't know about that for Journey to Health, so that's good. Sorry.
No, it is. We forget that all of our people that we've done a health assessments with are in there.
I did forget. There's
right?
Yeah.
I know.
The other thing too, another good tool to utilize, since you have access to all these before and afters. And the beautiful thing about those before and afters in there is there's so much diversity, right? There's women that lost 20 pounds. There's women that lost 50 pounds. There's women that's lost 100 pounds. There's men that's lost 100 pounds. Men that have lost 20 pounds. There's all kinds of different people. So as you do health assessments with people, and you come across a woman that's maybe in her 50s and needs to lose 30 pounds, go through there and look for a woman in her 50s that lost 30 pounds. And the next day on your feed, after you do the health assessment, post that before and after that this person's going to really relate to. All of a sudden they're going to go, maybe they didn't jump on, and all of a sudden they see that and go, oh my God, that's my story. Oh, if she did it, maybe I can too. So try and post not just random, but be intentional with your before and afters. Try and relate it to people that you've done health assessments with, that they'll be able to relate
I love
to.
that, Donald. I take that a step further and I post that, and then at the bottom in the comments I put their name and say, you know what, this made me think of you.
Yeah, well, just like the other day, RJ posted his picture, his granddaughters, and I tagged one of my buddies and said, hey, here's one of your fellow truck drivers, because he's a truck driver. And he's doing the program. And he said, well, work for me as a truck driver. I said, look, here's one of your fellow truck drivers. Check it out. And I tagged his name in it. And he liked it. He had the comment and liked it. So, yeah, try and really.
I just want to throw out, celebrate that all of you that are on this call, because I know it's dinner time, things get in the way, and I love that you see the value of it, because this is possible. And please share if you do seem overwhelmed. Baby steps. I'm the first one to say there was a year ago, I think 2 years ago, there was a 6-week period that was crazy in my family's life, and honestly, I got on 5 minutes a day. That's it. 5 minutes a day. It was the consistency. It was more mental that I didn't give up and I was still consistent. So if you feel like, oh my gosh, I can't do this, just throw a picture of something that's close to your heart on Facebook. That's your business, even if it's just a little bit each day. And like Jeanette said, in the 10-minute increments, that's the key, guys. If anything, that consistency, just a little bit each day, a little bit. It really makes a difference.
And the other thing is, too, remember, as mentor coaches, we're totally here for you. If you feel overwhelmed, you just want to call and vent or just whatever, call and freak out, it's all good. I love hearing from my coaches. It's my favorite thing. And I want to partner with you in any way I can, support you in any way I can, whatever I can do. So, reach out. That's what we're here for. Alone we're strong, but together we're unstoppable. We really can achieve amazing things together. And this is a big family. So, and it doesn't matter. I mean, we've got the coaching group where all of us are in it. Hopes and dreams, right? Everybody's in there. If you need something, you feel free to throw it in there. And maybe some of the other coaches, a lot of coaches are stepping up as leaders now. And so it's not just Joy and I anymore. We have a lot of really strong coaches in this group. And there's lots of people that are going to be willing to jump in and help you out, because the great thing about this business is it doesn't really matter. I'll help anybody across any line. It doesn't matter if they're in my business or I have a vested interest in their success or not. I don't care. Joy's coaches, my coaches, it doesn't matter. Kelly's coaches, Wendy's coaches, Jeanette's coaches, it doesn't matter to me. I just want to help everybody succeed in this. And that's how most people are in Optavia, you'll find.
Yeah, and Donald, to your point, remember, Donald and I do this full time. Maybe we don't work full-time hours, but this is our passion, and we are here. I love it. I feel like my coaches don't call me enough. Call me.
Yeah. Just throwing it out there, one of my all-time favorite things to do, and it's probably, I'm not being cocky or anything, it's probably one of my best qualities, is Coach Explorers. I absolutely love Coach Explorers. Sarah and I did one the other day with a lady, and it was awesome. It went amazing. I absolutely love sharing that part of this opportunity with people. And I've done a lot of them. I do a lot for a lot of other coaches across the organization. A lot of people call me to do that. So let's get some Coach Explorers going. Maybe let's have a contest. I'll throw $25 in. Joy, throw $25 in for the most Coach Explorers this month.
Oh, I like it.
Okay.
Else onto our list, but I like this one. And by the way, another Blanchard thing they said is, it's not like, oh God, another thing. It's like, oh my God, what else can I do? Because you want it so much.
Yeah.
What else can I do to make this happen? So don't look at it like, oh my God. So I'm in. I wanted $100 though. I don't want 25.
$50, 25 each. It's easier. I already gone up to $100.
Whatever.
$50 for the most Coach Explorers. Sarah's ahead right now. Who's done a Coach Explorer this month?
I haven't.
Sarah's ahead. Sarah's got one. Sarah's leading the pack.
So right here, I'll just add in a quick name.
Oh, perfect. Pros.
She probably talks and she freezes.
And that's fabulous, Sarah.
Awesome. We love that.
Hey, this coffee's kicking in. I'm so tired after my show today.
Awesome.
I didn't hear a thing. You froze the whole time. What did you say?
Sorry, my internet's in and out. All I was trying to say was that I wanted to take that quick second to say na 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 na, but then it like glitched. So
That's why. The minute you dip below the line, Wi-Fi's cut out.
Below the line, Sarah.
Awesome. All right, I'm gonna stop recording.